Hey everybody, this is Azzarth back again, bringing you another dungeon guide for Rift. This time we are in Darkening Deeps. This is a level 23 plus dungeon located in the Tearfall Creek area of Gloamwood. This time I have a couple special guests with me. I have my beautiful girlfriend Chelsea and my good friend from school Rars. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, there's slight lag. I'm sorry, I'm still working on that. Should be fixed soon, I promise. Alchemist Braxtapel. He's pretty simple fight. He has a shield on at the beginning of the fight. You want to take out his two adds, Mersh and Squirsh, before that shield will go away. Mersh and Squirsh can do pretty high amounts of damage, so you want to keep them tanked away from the DPS and healer. Pretty obvious, but it's even more important for them just because of the amounts of damage they can do. While you're killing them, Braxtapel himself will stand at the back of the room and throw fireballs at you. Don't stand in the fire. Fire is bad. It kills you. Don't stand in the fire. As soon as Mersh and Squirsh go down, his shield will go away and he'll run out and start attacking you. Usually he runs right at your healer, so you've got to be right there to pick him up. So yeah, after his shield goes away, keep him tanked, keep up the DPS, and there's nothing else to it. Second boss, Michael Bringhurst, is the first fight that I would consider difficult. This one can make or break a lot of groups. It requires good group communication. Everyone has to react to a certain event in a specific way as quickly as they can. So to start the fight, you let him out of his cage. As soon as you do this, he's going to run into the moonlight, and holy crap, he's a werewolf. As soon as this happens, the tank needs to immediately grab him and pull him out of the light. Every second he spends in that light, he's going to get a stacking buff that makes him stronger and stronger and stronger until eventually he's going to hit your tank and it's going to take him down to like 10%. So drag him out of the moonlight as quickly as you can. DPS, just keep doing your job. Bang, bang, bang. Once he gets down to about 2/3 of his health, he's going to roar and stun everybody. He's going to jump back into the moonlight and start getting that buff for a few seconds while the stun wears off. As soon as that happens, tank, you need to grab him again, pull him back out. And that cycle is going to keep repeating every third of his health that goes away. So you're going to want to kind of ready yourself once he starts getting down to the next third for that to happen. And as long as everyone gets along and does their jobs, you shouldn't have any problem. Boss number 3, Spider Boss, Teganar Deep Fang. This one is also something that you have to be on top of your game to be able to get through. Every once in a while he will eye somebody and it will say it, Teganar Deep Fang eyes, and whoever he's going to target, and then he's going to wrap them in a cocoon. They're going to be stuck there, unable to do anything until someone breaks them out. So DPS, this is one of the rare occasions where responsibility is on your shoulders. You're going to have to turn around, stop what you're doing, and break these people out of the cocoons, especially if it's the tank or the healer. If it's another DPS, you can be slightly more lax with it, but it's still very important that you break everybody out. Tank, you are going to want to face the boss away from the group because he has a cone attack that's like an acid spray, and we want you to be the only one getting hit by that. Sorry, but it's the truth. You took the job, nobody forced you. About halfway through, a bunch of spider adds are going to spawn. This is where it can get a little bit hectic, especially if the DPS isn't stopping what they're doing and breaking people out of the cocoons, because whoever is wrapped in a cocoon is going to be the target of these adds. So you're not only going to be immobilizing the person that's in the cocoon by not breaking them out, you're going to make them spider food because they're just going to be sitting there not able to defend themselves. DPS, if you have any healing abilities, this would be a good time to kind of throw those out. Share the love, you know. Take a little bit of the load off the healer, especially if the healer gets wrapped. If one of you can set that off beforehand, saying, hey, I'm going to take over healing for a few seconds while you guys break this guy out before the fight starts, that would be awesome. That way the tank can keep doing his job, DPS can stop, break them out, you can keep everybody alive, and all of a sudden you're a hero. So keep the boss tanked away from the group, break those cocoons, and keep up the DPS between cocoon breakings, kill all the spider adds, and everything should go smoothly. Right after a spider boss, there's this little sewer section that is filled with big poop monsters. They have a lot of health for just a regular mob, so be sure you pull them one at a time and not get a whole group of poop on you, because not only is that unhealthy, it's dangerous. Almost done here. Last boss, Council Geldo. This is a group of 3 bosses, kind of mini bosses actually. Consists of High Shaman Nuggo, Warlord Swedge, and Incinerator Gerbic. Kill order for this one is High Shaman Nuggo first, simply because he can heal, and it's a lot easier fighting through the extra damage that the other ones will deal than it is fighting through his healing on top of that. So, High Shaman Nuggo, Incinerator Gerbic, and then Warlord Swedge dies last. After the Shaman goes down, Incinerator Gerbic will gain an ability to where he can throw down fire AoEs. Again, don't stand in the fire! Jeez, it's not that hard. Other than that, there's not really anything you have to worry about. Warlord Swedge will gain this little charge thing where he will attack people and they'll fly through the air. Doesn't do much damage. Even on healers, it's not that bad. So just remember the kill order. Tanks, after the Shaman goes down and that fire AoE comes up, try your best to tank them out of the fire. That helps the DPS a lot, especially if you're backed up against the wall, because a lot of situations you're forcing them to stand into the fire. So don't yell at them if you're making them stand in fire. Don't be like, "Oh my god, you're standing in fire." Well, they can't go anywhere else because you're being stupid. Other than keeping the kill order in mind of Shaman, Incinerator, Warlord, there's not really much else really complicated to this fight. It's a nice little break from all of the thinking you've had to do earlier, isn't it? Well, thank you all again for sitting through another one of my videos. Remember to please leave me a comment telling me how I can improve, what you want to see next. If there's anything outside of dungeon guides you want to see, if you want to see rift events, invasions, PvP, anything like that, let me know and I'll try to hook it up for you. Or if you want to be nice, you can just leave me a comment telling me what a good job I did. And if you really feel like extending that personal favor, please subscribe to my channel. I promise I won't be overflowing your subscription box with videos every day. I put time into my videos, editing them and trying to make them as presentable as possible. So thanks again. This has been Azzarth, and I'll see you next time.